moves by Rich Palladino. But if we're talking big time, the man who's big time in his mind is the one JT Dunn.
Now the dude with a bad new attitude, JT Dunn, going one-on-one with his former tag team partner, Davian, tonight. A grudge match, Reginald. I can't wait for this one.
I mean, it's here. You don't have to wait. And here's the thing. We have heard from JT Dunn. We heard from him last week a lot. We heard how he really feels about Davian just before. So this is going to be, there is no time for talking. This is just going to be action. And speaking of action, it is lights, camera, Davienne, as we now know that Davienne is not here to make friends. She's certainly not here to ride anyone's coattails. Hell in Boots is here to kick JT Dunn's head off his shoulders.
Over half a month, Davienne has been salivating for this match, for this moment, to get her opportunity at retribution of JT Dunn.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my left, from...
I'm a superstar. You introduce me second, okay? Her first. This will be your last week.
Wow, interesting. Typically, of course, reserved for the champion.
Introducing first to my right, from Rutland, Massachusetts. She is not America's sweetheart, Davian!
And now we'll get JT Dunn's introduction.
As long as he's ready.
And now, her opponent, to my left, from Providence, Rhode Island, weighing in at 188 pounds, pro wrestling savior, the JT Dunn!
While demanding to be introduced second, calling himself pro wrestling savior, there is no bigger fan of JT Dunn than JT Dunn.
You got that right, Reginald. Mocking now his former tag partner, Davienne. Hear that?
Fans are ready.
Clearly, the Academy is on the side of Davienne tonight, Reginald.
Smile at me. You're gonna smile at me.
I'm just soaking in the moment before I have to ruin all of this.
She's gonna kill you. Soak it.
Well, as I said, time for talking is now done as they lock up finally. And this is as an aggressive a lockup as you will see in pro wrestling. And Davienne coming out on top.
Yeah, for those new to chaotic wrestling, I understand Davienne might be female, but she's as tough as they come. If anybody can beat JT Dunn, it's Davienne, because guess what? She's tagged with him for over a year. She knows how he does his business. She has the upper hand in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you there, Pat. JT Dunn is a fierce competitor. He's a former heavyweight champion. But hell hath no... Well, you know that saying, right? Oh, look at that from JT Dunn. A beautiful there. He with a flip over backwards, took Davian down with a single leg takedown. I was going to say, you know, once you get on the bad side of anyone, it's not a good thing, but you get on the bad side of Davienne with her temper, she's not called Hell in Boots for nothing.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
You're winning. I'm standing up.
Looks like JT Dunn thinks he deserves a point after that.
Now, referee Kevin Quinn just tells him to lock up again.
This isn't amateur wrestling. This is the pros. Got to put them down for good to win anything around here.
Oh, they go for the old Greco-Roman lockup there. Both hands cinched in. JT Dunn probably comes out on top of this one for strength, but not with, no, not now. Look at that. He's single. He's now got both of his hands. He had to choose both hands to get Davienne in there. Trying to get that knee to the floor, though. Davienne, of course, not her first rodeo.
Oh boy, she's holding her own though, Reginald. Driving JT Dunn back to the rope, but JT Dunn there, as you see, was able to reverse it. Kevin Quinn forcing the break.
Yeah, I'd like to see Kevin Quinn get in there a little quicker than that. But there we go, once again. Once again, the animosity between these two. You can cut this atmosphere with a blade, Pat Matthews.
Absolutely. Here we go once again. They're going for the lockup here.
Yeah, it's such a traditional way of starting a wrestling match. It really gives both competitors the opportunity to prove themselves and see who gets the upper hand. But Davian, again, on top. Look at that depth in that squat, forcing JT Dunn down to the mat.
And I understand why people might think, hey, they might want to start this match off a little more fiery, but hey, you know, they've come at each other with cheap shots. At least JT Dunn has past few weeks. They want to prove to each other who can beat one another fair and square by the rules, at least for as long as possible. Who knows with JT in the ring how that's going to go down.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's not also sugarcoat Davienne by any stretch of the imagination. She'll break rules when she has to, right? But JT Dunn is certainly has a new bad attitude lately. But once again, going for that lockup. And I think you're right. I think they both want the opportunity to say, I beat you fair and square, right until they don't, of course. But here, JT Dunn then with a reverse chinlock, standing reverse chinlock now. Has he got a hair? Well, the ref's on the wrong side there, and it does look like JT Dunn used.
I think he's either got the hair or the throat, Reginald. Either way, it's cheap.
Yeah, old JT. No, the words coming out of both of these competitors' mouths throughout this match. You're lucky that this is studio taping. You're going to get to hear that intricate talk that happens during a wrestling match.
A shove again from Davian. JT looks for another chop. Davian ducks and now is mounting offense here with some punches.
Yeah, now Kevin Kuhn gets in the middle of them. Davian ducks that clothesline attempt. Oh, there we go. The Davy press. And now firing those forearms on top of JT Dunn. JT Dunn wisely pushing Davian off, but not pushing around the ring. Enziguri.
A nice step-up Enziguri there from JT Dunn to his former partner.
Yeah, Davian, though, not leaving her feet just yet. That is what really sets her apart from any other competitor. That Enziguri tends to put people down. Davian has been experienced by that, seen it, and earmarked against it, and now coming back with a few shots of her own, including a huge chop and a forearm right to the chin.
You know what, Reginald? Man, woman, beast, dinosaur, I don't know, anybody. Nobody takes a beating like Davian. I'll tell you, I'll put money on it. Nobody.
Yeah, your money is no good here, Pat Matthews, because I agree with you. But here goes JT Dunn about to go to work, chops and forearms with Davian in the corner. He will not hold back, and Davian would have it no other way. And now JT Dunn. Oh, look at that, staring down the camera, staring into the eyes of the Chaotic Wrestling faithful, but staring face first into Davian's boot, and now Helen boots off the middle rope, nobody there. Did she jar her knee? Oh my goodness.
Wow, there and fly, nice diving drop kick.
Yeah.
Left leg of Davian.
And a fantastic hook of the leg right there for the pinfall, only a one, but I think when Davian came off that middle rope, she jarred her knee on her landing, and this puts her in a rough position right now, because JT Dunn, he's definitely going to exploit that weakness for sure.
No doubt about it.
And there we go. We got that. Yep. Look at that half curl there on that leg. Davian fighting out there. But you can see that angle on the leg. That leg is not supposed to work at that angle. Good job there from Davian kicking him away.
Yeah, she knows how deadly that cravat could be on her ankle, and JT Dunn's not going to be able to lock it in for that long.
No.
On Davian's watch.
Exactly. But Kevin Quinn checking in on her. Totally fine. She's happy to continue. But Davian right now needs to kind of work out of that, get out of that feet, get those feet underneath her again. Really kind of get the blood flowing in that quadricep, get the blood flowing in those hamstrings, figure out the knee situation, because otherwise JT Dunn's going to tear her apart.
He's just toying with Davian here. Davian's not going to take kindly to that, as we see here. She's coming back with some offense, but now, look at this! JT Dunn raking the eyes of Davian right in front of Kevin Quinn!
Not just raking the eyes, but forcing her down onto the floor. Kevin Quinn, I would like to see a warning issued for that, not just a telling off.
I think he's doing his best, but he understands it's main event time here at Chaotic Wrestling. He's got to be a little lenient.
Yeah, this is, of course, the season finale. This story has gone through the whole season of these two, and I don't want to see it end with Davian being stretched out here needing a knee operation.
We'll see. Only time will tell here as JT Dunn continues to toy with Davian again. His former tag team partner. A month and a half ago, these were the tag team champions, Reginald.
Yeah, and listen, we've heard JT Dunn say that the only reason Davian's relevant is because of him. I call BS on that. Davian's been relevant in chaotic wrestling for years. This is a former women's champion. This is one of the top wrestlers in chaotic wrestling, man, woman, or child.
Not many people, women, men, can say they had the opportunity to tour Japan. Davienne was able to do that, Reginald.
On merit, and absolutely she did. Well, here we go now. Davian, of course, still suffering from that jarred knee and the resulting drop kick to the knee, getting to her feet. Oh, JT Dunn then driving that right knee into the rib cage of Davian, picking her up there. Yep, with ease from JT Dunn, but Davian slightly gets out of it. I'm still looking at how she's not quite steady on her feet, how she's still struggling with that knee right there.
She's definitely.
Oh, but could it be? Could it be the Bavarian bomb? Oh, no, JT Dunn then.
Oh, wow, what a kick to the back of the head of Davienne.
Well, this could be all over. Well, again, unorthodox cover there. JT Dunn, there you go. You have to hook the leg, of course, but now going into that single leg grapevine with a modified hammerlock as well.
She's twisting her. So not only does he have that leg line in, she's twisting her midsection and also grabbing the arm.
Yeah, this is a grapevine on the legs, a modified hammerlock on the arm. JT Dunn just doing whatever he can, trying to prevent.
Here we go. Davian's doing the exact right thing.
Yep.
Flipping it over, but look though, JT Dunn finds another submission hold to lock in.
Yeah, he's got that beautiful grip on there, but Davian wisely making it through. But look at this! Look at this! This is why this is JT Dunn's bad new attitude coming out. Kevin Quinn was counting. Yes, I know he can hold it for those 5 seconds, but did you see how he was wrenching and wrenching and wrenching?
Yeah, it was definitely aggressive. Definitely aggressive. And now he's laying a little bit of bad mouth into Kevin Quinn.
I wouldn't put my hands on Kevin Quinn. That man does more push-ups before a match than most men do in a single workout.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, JT Dunn back to work on Davian's leg, of course. There's still, you can't fault his tactics right here. We can absolutely fault his attitude.
Oh, look at this.
We can fault his attitude. We can fault his adherence to the referee's count, but you can't fault the tactics of JT Dunn. He's found a weakness. He's exploiting it. JT Dunn doing exactly what Davian would do if the tables were turned, I would think.
It's one thing, too, by the way, Reginald, to want to break up with a tag team partner, but to do it the way JT Dunn has, and to continue to have such a seditious outlook on Davian's career. I don't understand what has gotten over him.
Well, I'll tell you something. I want to make this point. JT Dunn only broke up Death by Davy after JT Dunn had been pinned by Danger Kid from the main state posse. So JT Dunn blaming Davian for anything to do with them losing the tag team championships is just erroneous. It is just pure and simply erroneous right here.
It is macaronious. I definitely agree.
Well, with some cheese, JT Dunn laying in the whiz right now, making sure that Davian's leg is the focal point, but of course, trying to humiliate her by dragging her up by her hair. Oh, is this going to be a butterfly suplex? He's trying to get that double underhook.
Oh, wait a minute. He's rethinking his strategy here.
Thinking about what's going to put more pressure on Davian's leg. It would be, of course, a vertical suplex. But Davian then fighting back that right hand, getting some digs in to JT Dunn's ribcage. Oh, she turns it around. Belly to back suplex. Great work from Davian. This is a window of opportunity. I know I say that very often. Davian still down injured, but she creating that separation between herself and JT Dunn, a window of opportunity for her.
And that window, Reginald, is only slightly cracked. He's got to open it a bit more and dive right through that window and gain the upper hand.
Well, if she can keep...
Oh, wow, and right as we say it, the window slams shut.
Yeah.
JT Dunn.
I mean, if I was going to say if she can keep that window open, but JT Dunn flying 3/4 of the way across the ring, flinging that clothesline right into Davian's chest.
And you hear that? The Academy saying JT sucks.
It sounded like they were saying JT's trash, but either way, both sentiments I would probably agree with lately.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I got nothing.
Bad new attitude. Well, here we go. Davian struggling to get back to her feet again, and now JT Dunn making fun of all of us, myself included. Yeah, I see you. I see you. You're not that pretty, JT Dunn. And there you go. Davian moving out of the way. JT Dunn's head forcing into that turnbuckle. Davian coming in. Oh, kick to the shins. And no. Oh!
Wow!
Davian's head driven into the middle buckle. She could be out. There's JT Dunn hooking the legs. Luckily, Davienne turning onto her stomach, or turning at least half of her body, enabling to get her shoulder off the mat.
The modified flatliner into the buckle there. Luckily, Davienne had the wherewithal to kick out to keep this one going.
I have to say that all of these wrestling moves, the names that we are coming up with are first class tonight. This is why I am the Encyclopedia Britannica. You are the voice of chaotic wrestling. But JT Dunn right here, he doesn't need to name moves anything flashy. What he's going to do right now is a single leg lift, really putting pressure on the Achilles tendon of Davienne.
And we've seen him turn before into the half Boston Crab. It looks like he's about to do so. This time, though, with a little extra torque.
Yeah, that torque, of course, is going to put all the pressure on the hip of Davienne. With the Achilles tendon and the hip being forced into pressure, the knee becomes susceptible to more injury.
We saw that. Davienne breaks out. JT Dunn not too happy about that, but
wow! Right there! German suplex with authority. The hell in boots Bavarian bomb. And in the middle of the ring, right now, alone is Davienne, because she just threw JT Dunn out the ring with that suplex. I know Kevin Quinn's counting. I also know Davienne. She won't take a count-out victory tonight.
no, and guess what, Reginald? That window's back open.
Yeah, well, look at that. JT Dunn using the side of our studio here to get back in the ring. And now, yes, Davienne with a clothesline, putting JT Dunn flat. And again with a back elbow. Davienne then controlling the ring. Could we be seeing what's she going to leave? Oh, there it is. The ripped cord into the clothesline.
Reginald, she just opened the front door. This is a game changer.
The window's open. The doors are open. If there was a skylight, her head would be poking through like a chick on prom night. But here's an avalanche closing everything about JT Dunn. Are we going to see some form of huge suplex? Oh, is this going to be the double hook fisherman's buster into the single hook bridge? Look at the tiptoes.
Oh.
Wow. That double hook fisherman's buster giving JT Dunn no time to plant his feet on the landing. When the landing took, she went back to that single leg hook.
But look at, though, Reginald, that left leg is still giving her trouble. Davienne has momentum on her side.
Yes, she
gotta
does.
make sure it stays that way and capitalize on this opportunity.
Absolutely, and what we could be seeing now is the start of the finish for Davienne as she brings JT Dunn up. Are we going to see the Samoan lift? Yes, we are. The Davy driver was on the table, but JT Dunn, the elbow driving onto the side of Davienne's head. Look at him holding that arm in a hammerlock position.
Oh, no.
What do we got?
Second.
Butterfly grip hooked in. Davienne turns it around. Chokeslam. Here we go. Send him straight to hell, Davienne. All the way up. Oh no, he's out of it. Oh, not the knee. Not the knee. The elbow pad's off. This could be dangerous.
Watch out, Davienne.
Death by elbow.
Whoa!
Spear.
1, 2, 3. No!
Oh, I thought that we just had it, but Davienne, keep going. Have we got it? Davienne lifting up.
Is she going for the Davy drop? She nailed the Davy drop.
1, 2.
Oh, no!
The referee is putting his fingers together. She was that close, Pat Matthews.
Whoa!
She was that close, but Davienne can't get frustrated right now.
What is she gonna do?
I mean, the crowd, you can see her on their feet. They are giving all of the adulation that they can. This is, in fact, awesome. This is Chaotic Wrestling Reloaded. And this is JT Dunn against Davienne.
What a match, Reginald.
Unbelievable, Pat Matthews.
Uh-oh, though. Looks like JT Dunn is almost to a standing position here.
Are we going to see an avalanche? Oh, rolling cutter.
JT cut her out of nowhere.
And JT Dunn takes off his second elbow pad.
He's not done, Reginald.
Oh, he's definitely psyching himself up for death by elbow. The spinning elbow. Oh, JT.
Oh.
Not able to hit it. Choke slam.
Slips again. Oh, no, wait a second. Roll up. Oh, no.
That would have been a sweet way to end this. Death by elbow.
Nailed it.
Death by elbow. And 1, 2.
Oh, my goodness, Reginald. Only 2.
I have never seen anybody kick out of a death by elbow when it was hit that ferociously in the center of the ring.
It doesn't get any more picture perfect when it comes to death by elbows, Reginald. He nailed Davienne with that one, but somehow, some way, Davienne kicked out.
Well, Kevin Quinn is taking JT Dunn back to school and explaining how to counter 3. But if this type of match is not making you a fan of chaotic wrestling, wow. Oh, well, I'm certainly not a fan of JT Dunn.
You're gonna have to kill me, bitch.
Wow. JT Dunn just got called a bitch by Davienne, and that was his response. And could we be saying, oh no, he's ripping that single leg Boston Crab in on Davienne's injured left knee. This could be all over. She's going to get to the ropes. Oh, he drags her back to the center of the ring.
And the way that he has that in, it's like a one-legged,
it's a single leg Boston Crab, but as you can see,
lion tamer. That's what I was looking at.
There you go.
Lion tamer there with the way he's driving his knee into the back there. But look at that. Davian able to slip out still.
JT Dunn on the ring apron. That's not a great place to be for either person. Driving his leg through the middle rope and now comes into the ring and meets the end of Davienne's forearm. Davienne then, he's got, oh look at this, JT Dunn. Great suplex, and she needed those ropes to help her get Davienne. Davienne needed those ropes to help him get JT Dunn rather over, and now Davienne seeing an opportunity to maybe put JT Dunn to bed.
Well, it looked like JT Dunn was trying to weasel his way out of the ring, and Davienne caught him there, but what's that?
There it is, straight into the dropkick, straight into the steel post. Davienne has put many people away there, dragging JT Dunn back in the ring. Get that cover in, this could be it. A 1, 2, there it is!
Wow, what a match!
A match, and what a finish! Davienne puts the exclamation point on this feud, and she ends up on top. Unbelievable, Pat. Unbelievable.
That's the third time you stole my catchphrase, Reginald. I'm going to have to start charging you.
Just put it on my tab.
This match was out of this world. Main event worthy on any level in any wrestling promotion in the country. But that's what you get here in Chaotic Wrestling. What a show. What a season finale.
It really has been a phenomenal season. There has been so many highlights dating all the way back to our first New England Championship tournament, to that fatal 4-way on New Year's Eve, to Adam Booker winning the triple threat, to Mainstay Posse coming up as new tag champs. But for me, the story of this season has been JT Dunn and Davienne, and here are the highlights of just how it ended, and how it ended was with Davienne on top.
Man, what a match. I could say that again and again. Candidate for match of the season, Reginald.
I mean, without a doubt. And look at this cutter from JT Dunn. That almost ended the contest, but Davienne had to dig deep. She had to recover from that death by elbow. And look at this, the drop kick. JT Dunn's rib cage drilled in to the steel post. And look at Davienne in the middle of the ring. Hell in boots. What a match.
I don't care who's champion. I'm gonna be the next Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.